And we're up. We're up.
We're up.
We're back.
Back.
Antisocial experience number 134. Careful, Karenz.
Careful, Karenz.
Careful, Karenz.
We're so close to that magical number of 138.
Yeah, I know.
I can't wait. Speaking of which.
Before we get too far in.
Yeah, you go first. But I got news for you, actually. I just thought of.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, man. It's actually news that you can relate to as well.
Okay. I don't think we're on the right one, but this is where it leaves us, and that is it. Pop it up. Is it going to go? It goes. If you haven't seen the links, very first thing in the description to connect with Mac, PC, Android, and possibly iOS. Clean feed, there is a link. There is definitely a link in Clean feed. What's it called? That's one way to do it, and then if you want to do the call-in scenario, that of course works as well.
Call me now.
Yeah,
I say that every time.
Now,
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
That's a good thing. That's the numbers there. You got to look in the description. That's just the thing. That's how you do it. We're not twisting it. We're not strong armor for people to connect or call or listen. There is.
I don't really strong arm for anything.
Actually, I forgot to update it. I'm updating it now. I never updated it, so it went out with the old title. That's okay. We'll fix it.
Out with the old,
or possibly updated now. Look in the description, refresh the page. The description should have updated. Hopefully it did. I don't know. But find the video, call the number, listen on Clean Feed. Moving on.
Yeah.
Where do we want to start this one, man?
I don't know. I can tell you that news. Before I forget it.
All right, do it, man.
All
you
right.
got news?
Yeah. So, well, like I said, obviously I'm an avid punk rock fan, but the Misfits, I didn't know if you knew this. They were releasing a book. And there was this big lawsuit and shit over it, yada yada.
They don't seem like readers.
No, but it's the book. So it got released, and my buddy bought me a copy for my birthday 5 months early. But he knew that I would definitely want it. But I mean, it's full of old flyers and stuff like that. It's a big hardback picture book and stuff. But I mean, it literally from 77 to 83. It's all Danzig age, man, and it's pretty awesome. I'm glad it came out.
Right.
Yeah, it's definitely worth the read. But I know you listen to them, so I thought you might be interested in that. Yeah, I'll let you check it out.
Who put it out? The Misfits or Danzig?
Yeah, the Misfits did. It's all of them. They were all in on it.
Oh, wow. They actually collaborated on that.
Yeah.
Instead of putting out a new... What would you pay for a new studio album?
From Danzig and
Danzig,
Jerry
Doyle,
and Dave Lombardo.
Well, maybe.
I mean, that's who they have drumming for them now. So
right, that is. But is it out of this world to think that if they'd agreed to do new studio material, okay, they couldn't get Robo or Dr. Chud or...
I know Dr. Chud, from what I know, he was torn with Doyle when Doyle started his own.
He was, right.
Yeah, but he hurt himself or something. And that's the same way with Bobby Schayer from Bad Religion. He was their drummer all through the 90s. He fucked up his rotator cuff, and he's no longer the drummer from Bad Religion. And
get Robo. Robo's the man, clearly.
Yeah. Or even, I would even take Bill Stevenson from the Descendants. He's super old, and he actually played with Black Flag, I think, for a while too.
Just imagine if they all had a change of heart and they brought Bobby Steele back on stage. Right? Unthinkable.
Didn't he just die?
Did he?
Or no, it was that Mr. Jim that drummed on the first album that died. Yeah, that's who it was.
No, but I'm saying Bobby Steele.
That's old school. Yeah, that's old school.
Old, right?
Yeah.
Would never happen.
No. Negative.
But hey.
I don't know, dude. When you go see the Misfits too, you want to see Doyle up there stomping around and mashing shit.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. I think
why wouldn't you?
Right. I think anybody else would just be like, eh.
And I've seen videos of when him, Doyle, Glenn,
and
Jerry are on stage, but I've never seen it in person.
Yeah, dude, it's awesome.
But I did see, I'm not going to say the first because I know it wasn't the first, but some of the early performances when Danzig brought Doyle out on stage, in the early 2000s, I'm talking 2002, 1, somewhere back in there.
Oh yeah, I was at one of those shows.
Yeah, it's the House of Blues in Atlantic City.
Yeah, I
saw it happen.
We went to a Danzig show in Philadelphia at the Electric Factory. It was just a Danzig show.
Do you know what year?
2004, 2005.
Yeah.
Somewhere, it was one of those. But we just expected to go see Danzig. Cool. And, you know, we're all avid Misfits fans. And he's like, I'm going to do something a little special for you guys. And out comes Doyle and they do a 45-minute Misfits set, dude. It was
all just classic hits.
Oh, yeah, dude. It was phenomenal. And like I said, I thought that was the closest thing I'd ever seen at the, you know, real live Misfits. Like I've seen the Jerry Only show 1,000 times, but whatever.
I actually saw Jerry Doyle and Michael.
Yeah.
And who else?
Dr. Chud.
Dr. Chud, yeah. At the Crowbar.
That's awesome. You got to see that.
You didn't see that?
No, I saw the show after right after Graves and Chud walked off stage. It was a week and a half after that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they quit.
You didn't get to see them.
I did not get to see Graves, but I seen Graves alone doing American Monster or American Psycho and the Famous Monsters album, but not with the Misfits.
Before he came one of the American Monsters.
Yeah,
before recent news.
Yeah,
what happened with that? I didn't follow that. Should we even go into it? Is it worth it?
I mean, we can touch on it. From what I gathered, is that he supported a racist group, the Proud Boys or something like that. Right. And I don't know much about them. I don't know anything, but he wrote this message that said, I'm a Western chauvinist and I will not apologize for the modern world I've built. But like, if you go and look, the dude don't have an Instagram anymore. The dude don't have a Facebook anymore.
Michael?
No, it's all gone, dude. Dude, McGarvey's over in our they already said he'll never be back. He's been there 10 years in a row now. He blew his career. Literally.
At what point do you stop standing up for what you actually believe in?
I don't know if it's going to affect your life drastically like that. I mean, it's not about standing up what you believe in. It's about keeping your mouth shut sometimes. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
that's great. You think that way and all, but you know everybody else does it. And you know this is going to have, backlash onto your fame and your career. Like, nobody's going to go see him now, man. Like, I mean, I would, but because I like his voice. Like, and it's the music. I don't care how he thinks.
He's a quality singer.
Yeah, as long as he's not like killing people on you know what I mean? Like
what if he does new material successful and he starts including some of those thoughts and ideas,
then that changes the whole thing,
the scope of the song.
Yeah, that changes the whole thing. I want to hear him sing horror punk songs about beef, 50s beef horror movies. Like that's what I want. And if that's not that, then I'm probably not interested. No.
Yeah, I know that I've heard of the group that you were talking about before, the Proud Boys.
Yeah, I'd never heard of them until then. I actually had to look it up.
They've been in other news, and I think at one point they tried to say it wasn't about... Oh boy, I mute the shit and it still dings. I think they tried to say that it wasn't like a hate group or racist or whatever. But it's like, what,
Yeah.
What else are you up to if it's not that?
Right.
Because walks like a duck sound,
Yeah. Probably a fucking duck.
Yeah, right. Moving on from that.
Yeah, well, moving on from that, are people being replaced at Walmart? Like, seriously.
That, and this has come up in the past in the show, and in more ways than one.
Right on.
Companies can cut down costs. And are you talking about, like, robots? Like...
This is what I saw.
All right, let's hear it. I gotta hear this.
Okay.
I got a sneak peek, but my ears are new to this too, people. So
Faith and I went. I run an online store on the side. Yada yada yada. So we went, looking for stuff to put in the store. I usually just get clearance items, whatever, stuff that I see.
You're a shopper.
Well, I am, and then I resell it.
Save money.
Then I resell it for a normal price. I mean, that's just how it goes. Because some people in different areas can't always get it. So. I did that to, because a lot of my inventory was down. So I went over and restocked up, and we turn around and there's this thing. Like I said, it looked exactly like the indoor air conditioning we have here, except there was a big old pole sticking up from it too, with a camera on top. He had a name badge. His name was Wall-E, classic. But
is there another movie coming out?
A Wall-E movie?
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right.
But
continue.
Yeah. So
price checker?
This is what I gathered. He's a floor sweeper and a price checker.
So you can walk up and blip an item to...
Yep, and he'll stop sweeping and recognize that. If nobody's walking up to him, he just sweeps and moseys right around you and everything else. Like, dude, he sees people, he walks around them. It's incredible.
That's kind of cool because...
Dude, it was neat.
Did you ever try price checking?
And
yeah. You price check something, and then you're like getting into whatever you're looking at. and you go and you want to price check it, and you can't find the damn pull with the scanner. It's like, where was it? Where?
Yeah, no, I bet,
literally
yeah,
can't
dude.
find
There
the
can
price
usually
check.
like 2 scanners per store. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
one on this side, one on that side, and it's on one of the pillars.
Yep.
But no, this guy, old Wally, he's running around, dude, just scanning like he's got 6 shooters. You know what I mean? I could have been throwing shit at him.
That's good stuff. I can dig that, man.
Dude, it was cool, but like, does it put people out of the job? Like, because that's not cool either.
I mean, how many janitors did they
right.
let go?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
I mean, I don't think they have a dedicated price checker. Maybe they do.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they have a designated greeter.
You know, anybody that has one of the hand scanners can price check for you, I think.
I'm pretty sure that
I'm
as
not
well.
mistaken.
Yeah.
You know, robots are a viable solution for, I mean, I forget the robot's name, but there's a robot, I think in China, possibly, it's in in a foreign country, that its job is to disassemble iPhones, recycle them, and it does it in it does an unthinkable number. It does it in seconds and an unthinkable number in an hour.
That's insane.
Yeah, like recycling iPhones.
You know, robotics in itself is just amazing, man. Like even I don't know, I worked at a sawmill once, and even just like watching, you know, like I ran the debarker, so like I was the start of this whole process. I took the bark off these big ass trees, and like just watching all the machinery work, it pushes it down this line and catches a saw over here and wings it around over here, and by the time it's done spitting it out, dude, you got a 12-foot board.
Right.
And it's neat to watch, you know what I mean? I thought so anyway.
Well, I mean, robots are amazing. But I mean, for a long time, it was so hard to get the human form down. But some of the stuff and this isn't a show about panic.
No.
But some of the Boston Dynamics robots and the other one, like Atlas, the Atlas is the one that can like kind of do parkour and backflips and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like not a monopod, but a bipod like humans. Walks on 2.
Huh.
Yeah, it can be scary thinking about that stuff because it's all fun and dandy when robots are used to do jobs, a construction job, you know, hanging drywall, whatever it may be, sorting something, whatnot. But then you got people want to blend the two. They want to make them self-aware, artificial intelligence. That's where you get to the level of dangerous. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's what's like when Skynet takes over. Yeah.
There's so many people that are just freaked out and worried about it, and depending who you talk to, whether it's, I mean, people want to upload their consciousness to the cloud.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not no life I want to live.
No, same here.
We don't have the data like storage capacity yet to do it.
Not unless you're gonna pay for that extra cloud storage.
Right. You have to combine your OneDrive, Dropbox.
You want those pictures? You're paying $1 a month for those gigs, sucker.
iCloud.
I take your money, cloud.
But no, robots are becoming more and more impressive.
Absolutely, man.
And something you may not even thought about, but you know, like Mech Warrior type.
Yeah.
Excuse me. They have robots that actually like little fighting robots that are remote control. Like they're remote control, and they like do like kung fu moves and fight.
That's awesome.
It's like a little $1,500 robot toy, I think. Yeah,
I would totally
like
get that.
Kicks and punches, slide.
It's great. There goes my savings account, along with the CD or the freaking vinyl of everybody was kung fu fighting. I just play that in the background.
Think about the game. What is that? Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Yep.
I mean, it's that on a whole new level,
yes,
like wireless, like they're fighting each other.
Like it's Celebrity Deathmatch, but Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Yeah. And you
That's
get to
pretty
control
awesome.
it. You and a friend can fight each other.
Now, like when you buy this, do you get the 2 robots in a ring, or is it just you just get a robot?
And your robot. Yeah, no, they have competition, like how they do competition for literally anything, sports, gaming.
Oh, this is a real
robot fighting competition,
no
like
shit.
championship. Yeah, it's a real thing.
Wow.
Technology is a real thing, whether people want to acknowledge it or not.
I'd like to not sometimes. Well, I guess not technology. I guess it's more of like social media. I'd like to avoid.
I mean, I don't know, but it's kind of you gotta kind of adapt to the changing times or fade away. You know, I mean, look at news. Do you remember like when social media started like, no, I don't want to say started. It's not like, you know, it's not like anybody can pinpoint an actual time. Because think about some of the stuff you used to do to try and get other people in, like recording that crazy answer and scene message with whatever your song in your background.
Yeah.
Or having it sound like there's a party going on, or.
Yeah, no, I
No, so social media started at an undisclosed, unknown time, I think. You know, but anyhow, just how the spread of news events happening would go so, you know, so quick on social media compared to news. Like, news is like a 24-hour cycle, but sometimes it's behind, sometimes it's up to date.
Yeah, but not like social media.
No. And then news stations started adopting the same use of the same type of methods.
Yeah.
And it,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's quite.
See
quite
it, and I think,
thing.
and I don't think that's a good thing either. Like, I don't know.
If something happens, being able to find out instantly.
Well, like something happens to your relative and like it's on Facebook before you even know about it. That's not cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I've seen that happen to people.
It has happened.
And like that's not cool. Like,
many times.
You know what I mean? Like Joe's brother from, 6 miles down the road, the neighbor guy shouldn't know about, whatever happened to my family before I do. Like, it's a very unfortunate consequence, side effect, whatever, to technology and everybody carrying a little Linux computer in their pocket. Yeah, and an opinion in their head.
Yeah. Speaking of, did you ever have an apartment? Did you ever rent your own place?
I do now.
I do now.
Still there, brother.
Do you ever disagree with anybody?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, I think that's a part of being human.
Yeah.
We'll say disagreeing.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially nowadays.
Right.
If
you know where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know the details. You know more than I do. You sent me this and I'm like, no.
Yeah. And I read some of it.
It's not the first time somebody's taken this approach.
Oh, really?
In this situation, I think, but I'm sure other people have done it.
Yeah. So I think it was Miami. Okay.
Florida man?
Yeah. Florida man. Yeah, of course. It was either Miami or Houston. I can't remember. Maybe it was Texas. Either way. Yeah.
Close enough.
Yeah, either way.
Opposite sides of the country.
Right, but whatever. Regardless, it happened. So this guy is having a dispute with his landlord over rent and stuff like that because of all, I don't even have to mention all this stuff. But anyway, it gets down so bad that like the landlord's buddies, I guess they played cards every Thursday or something, and like
so the tenant and the landlord.
But the landlord and his friends played cards every night. This is how they discovered the landlord was missing.
Because he didn't show up for the
card game. And they're like, dude never misses cards. Like, this is his deal. Yeah. So they start wandering around.
Literally his deal.
Yeah, exactly.
Where's he at?
So they start, they call the police and they start snooping around. Here, the tenant took a samurai sword and like hacked his head to pieces over rent. Now, he didn't decapitate him. He cut him like halfway through his neck and then like a bunch of chops on his head. But like he must have just sat there and, like over rent. Like I get the urgency. I get it, man. I've been there, like not having rent money and like,
out, about to be homeless. Yes.
Yeah, I've been there, and like,
I don't look to a sword.
Though. No, I'm not killing a landlord. Like lynching the landlord is not the thing.
Maybe our brains are broken, but I just can't. I can't get into a headspace like that to even like.
No, man.
And maybe it's a normal reaction to even try and think something like that. It's just like body, like cringe, like do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not programmed, or maybe I'm not broke. I'm broken, definitely not broken in that way. I don't know.
I think that's a good way to be broke, dude. Yeah.
Not want to live out Kill Bill?
Right. I'm not trying to hack up anybody with a samurai sword.
Yeah, no. And he sent me that, and I'm like, is this fake news?
No, and it was not. And that's what I thought at first. And then I read it before I sent it to you because I was like, holy shit.
I guess that's one way to not pay your rent.
Yeah, right? I mean, he's in jail now, so I mean, he's got a place. Yes, he's got a place to stay. I guess
his rent will be paid for him for quite a while. I mean,
Yeah, you'll have to pay it back eventually, though. They always get you in the
I
end.
do get you. They do.
They
That's the way
do.
to do it.
They'll send you a bill.
Oh my. So another thing, and just I understand that when you want to do something, and this is just another bummer ass thing to bring up in recent news. I understand when you do a job that most people don't do, whether you're police or security or doing whatever, guard detail, you have a security job type, anything like that. You have a way to respond to stuff. And in an ever-changing world, it seems like you should have ever-changing, ever-adapting policies.
Correct.
And I think that's what a lot of, hopefully, that is what a lot of departments just all over are going to start doing.
Yeah.
One such case was in Colorado. Let me see. Where are we at? We in the newsroom? I think we are. One such thing in Colorado. Mother and I don't know how many family members. I think 4 were in their vehicle, like an SUV minivan type thing. And most states, I believe, when a cop car gets behind you, the cameras, they used to punch it in, but now it automatically runs your plates.
Yeah. Yep. That's why we don't have registration stickers anymore.
Right, because it'll run your plate, and well, anyhow, police car gets behind this vehicle, and they had adopted their procedure that when there was a stolen vehicle, they have the drivers and passengers step out and, lie down prone step out at gunpoint but they stay away from the vehicle.
And you said that's just in case the situation's escalated,
yeah, it's
correct?
Going to escalate, get volatile. Yeah. They have them step out of the car, any passengers, the driver step out and lay down prone, like face down, and then hands, I don't know if they go on the head or behind the back, but I think on the head, prone, and then they'll cuff you until they figure out what's going on, and that's to avoid a crazy situation. When Colorado, a mother and I think 4 kids from 6 to 17 or 4 to 17 years old got out. The car, when it got behind them, it come back as a stolen motorcycle tag. And then this shit escalated. I mean, it's nuts. Let me see if I can actually pull this up. Yeah. So it was in Colorado.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I'm not, I've never been in a moment. I've never had a job like that, trying to do anything like that, okay? But if I'm following a car, I would at least try to connect the dots of, it comes back as a stolen motorcycle tag.
Right.
What? It's not a motorcycle.
Right. And it's not even a motorcycle license plate. Those are smaller.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's not a motorcycle plate on. On a car. I think I would connect those dots first and be like, okay, policy says stolen tag. We handle it this way. But with shit going on recently, I'm going to use my better judgment and try and do a traffic stop or something.
Right.
Anything other than just add more fuel to the media
fire. Yeah.
The fire burning across news, social media, the internet. Yeah, so, and I mean, the city did apologize. They did say that they're going to pay for any therapy, whatever, for any amount of suffering for the kids in that. Just imagine you get pulled over, you get stepped out of your car. It's not fun being on the barrel end, like the bullet end of the gun.
No,
the bullet comes out.
No, dude, I am so freaked out by guns. I hate when people even pull them out around me or anything like that. Like, I just get it away from me. Yeah. Like, I don't need to see it. I just get it away.
One thing I don't like, and we have a country, we have rules and laws for a reason, and then we have licenses and permits for a reason, and if people want to choose to do it, go ahead. But did you ever see I'm not calling them weird or oddballs or goofballs, but did you ever see just the oddball person here and there that just
is packing,
John Wayne style, walking around,
heat? Just saw it the other day, man. The dude had like big old 44 mag. I mean, it was a huge gun on the side of him walking his dog out in downtown Peaburg. Now, come on, man. I don't think you're gonna. You know what I mean? I don't think shit's gonna get dirty hairy
on
2nd Street
when shit's gonna pop off. Right, I'll agree. But at the same time, like, is it really necessary?
Right. That's what I like.
Like, this isn't Youngstown,
No.
Ohio, or L.A. in the 90s.
Or Akron or like anything like that.
It's none of them.
No.
This is Phillipsburg, man. Paradise.
Yeah.
You're spoiling our paradise.
You are spoiling our paradise.
You know? And it's just, you see the oddball person here and there, and there's nothing wrong with it. If they, now granted, if you just going to go get a gun and put it on your hip,
yeah,
and carry it out in the open, why? Are you trying to make a statement? Are you trying to be badass? You know, are you John McClane?
You wish.
Right. I don't know what it is, but people are free to do so because we have the laws and, like I said, permits, licenses to do so. But I don't know. I think
they can be in the wrong hands at times. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know. Possibly.
Yeah.
There's that, but there's also the fact, okay, how does it work? You know, if you have a concealed carry permit, you can conceal a gun and carry it.
Correct.
Can you open carry that, though?
I don't think.
Now, what if you have an open carry permit? Since you can have it out in the open, are you also able to conceal it?
I don't know.
See, I think one way would work better than the other. I don't know the laws on such matters.
I don't either.
But yeah, like you said, going down to the 7-Eleven or Sheetz to go get a coffee or something.
Yeah.
And that's how dumb shit happens. Like where, you know.
No, in bad spot. Like, yeah. But no, I don't know. Like I said, I don't think you need to carry a pistol to walk the dog on 4th Street at 6 o'clock at night.
I'm not going to bring it up. I'm not going to search it out. I don't know where it is. But I think there was another circumstance where how the one guy got a little violent in the store and the clerk pepper sprayed him.
Yeah.
There was that, but I think a store clerk might have shot somebody recently, like in another thing.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, like it. That's what I mean. People hear this, and the nuts out there are getting ideas like, oh, they did that. Well, I'm at liberty to do this. Like, no. There is a line out there.
Yeah.
And it's just, it seems like it's becoming way more blurred, and people don't, you know, Karen, you don't know when to, like, not cross the line.
All right.
You know, and is it Kevin or Ken? Should we go with Kevin or Ken?
Either or. We'll go with Ken because Kevin's my boss.
We knew it was you, Kevin, all along.
Good one, Kev.
Anyhow. And I saw this and I'm like, oh, great. Couple. All right, there's 4 people involved. Let's just pull it up. If you didn't see it, seek it out on the internet. So a California couple come out. They have coffee, come out of a coffee shop. There's 2 other guys that are locals to the area trying to sit and have burrito. Like, eat their breakfast. One was eating a burrito, the other one was having something. Well, anyhow, the girl confronted the one guy about not wearing a mask. And
wasn't he eating?
Right.
Okay. All right.
They weren't wearing masks.
Period.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyhow. And then he said something back to her. I don't know, whatever was taken the wrong way. And the boyfriend kind of stepped up trying to, like, you know, be the man in the situation, tough guy. And the other guy has a body cam rolling. I don't know if they knew that. If there was a body cam rolling on the situation. Anyhow, the guy's trying like, oh, we're locals here. And heck, we don't even believe in this COVID thing. So it's okay, you know. I don't care. You know, you can stay far back if you want. It don't matter if you walk by. You don't have to be sick. Trying to explain the situation. Anyhow, Karen and Kevin or Ken, whoever, confronted the guy. Words are exchanged a little bit, and then this girl ends up throwing her hot coffee right on the guy, like right in his face.
And it was like hot coffee.
Hot coffee. Not like a cup of iced coffee, but like assaults this guy with hot coffee. It's caught on body cam, right? The guy that got the coffee thrown on him, his friend's body cam caught it. Immediately, the dude jumps up because they had already been confronting him. Instead of just moving on, have a good day, they had to stop about the mask shit and keep poking at him. The guy stepped up, getting smart about something. Anyhow, she throws the coffee. This dude gets up and immediately just like starts handing it back to the boyfriend. Dude just like nails
beating on the boyfriend.
Yeah, beating up her boyfriend. And she gets in between, starts scratching the guy, ripping his shirt. And he, like, tries to push her away, and he's telling the guy, like, get her off me. Finally, he sat her down, like, pushed her, and she, like, not shoved her, like, pushed her, and she sat down. Well, they called 911 on these guys. The couple that threw the coffee?
Yeah.
The girl? Yeah, he called 911.
The girl called 911.
The guy called 911 saying, I'm bleeding. This guy punched me in the face.
So
Right?
once they watched the body cam, though, I hope everything was like...
Yeah, the police showed up. The police did eventually show up, and nobody went to jail. Rightly, the coffee throwing girl probably should have.
Yeah. That's assault, man.
Yeah,
I mean, that could ruin you. Like if
the
it's
dude
hot
was
enough.
scratched up, scalded. He was like red from being scalded, scratched up. His shirt was ripped off. They tried playing the victim card, with the police. Like, oh, they just punched us, and until they saw the body cam footage. Yeah, they called the cops, and then tried to play the victim card. It didn't work. They saw the body cam. They made the couple apologize to the guys, and then everybody go their side. But it's just crazy, like.
Dude, and that makes me like, not to interrupt you, but like, do you need to have that nowadays? Like, you know what I mean? Because like anybody can just lie, and anybody will. Like, I don't know, like, people are horrible, but, and like everybody needs to just treat each other better.
Yes, definitely. Don't you? Okay, you wearing a mask, and you think somebody should be wearing one, and you say something to them, and they respond back. Let it be at that.
That's the end.
You're not gonna strong arm them into wearing one.
No.
And throwing a cup of hot coffee in somebody's face isn't the answer either.
No.
It's like you...
No, I am so sick of this fight, dude. Like, I am so tired of the mask fight.
Uh-oh.
It's Facebook. It's everywhere. Like, I can't even get on Facebook anymore. I can't stand anybody on there anymore. Like, I just can't.
You gotta go with it, man. It ain't going away.
I know it's not, but it's just better for me to not look and keep my mouth shut.
I look at it as a patience tester.
Yeah.
It's a stress test.
Yeah, it don't last very long.
Yeah, off the wall, right?
Yeah, if I didn't need it for work, like...
Right. But no, just... In the whole way she acted, like, just super entitled, and she's like, after the one guy got her off he's telling the guy, like, get your lady off of me. That guy didn't want none. He already got his face pushed in.
Right.
By the dude that got the coffee thrown on him, right? And she's like, just starts acting all, I don't want to say ghetto, but like, you know, like, I don't give an F. I don't give an F. And then she's like, I hope you, just saying all this stuff to the guy. It's like, man, like, that's no way to act.
No.
Especially to another person.
I know. No, dude, like, I don't know. I hate living in this world. Like I said, people just treat people so horribly now.
Karen, you cared a little too much.
Yeah.
And any guys out there, let this be a lesson. If you're with somebody like that, it's going to get you beat up.
Yeah.
You're probably with the wrong person.
You definitely are. I've been with that person. I've been with that person.
Just imagine coming out, you're on your morning walk with your lady, whatever, trying to enjoy your coffee. Next thing you know, you're getting your face smashed in because she threw her hot coffee in somebody's face because they weren't wearing a mask.
Yeah. No, I not with a mask, but I've kind of been there.
Yeah.
Where she just starts hauling off and throwing haymakers in this dude's face because he said something she didn't like, and then I'm tackled by two guys. Yeah, that's not cool.
Not cool, not a world to live in, man. But
nope, I am not a fan of it.
I don't think it's going to stop anytime soon.
I know.
Till then, we'll be here reporting on the stories without the facts, of course.
How else would we do it?
Make this shit up. That's how.
It's all lies. Everybody else gonna lie. We're gonna lie too, Craig.
If we have to, right?
Yeah, it's whatever it takes, man.
Imagine. Let's go with religion's right. Forget science and all the progression, everything we learned. Religion's right. We get up to the gates. All right? We'll get up to the gates someday.
Okay. Just makes me laugh to begin with, but okay.
We get up there. I'm trying to think what the point was. I don't have a point.
They're going to say no.
Oh, yeah.
Wrong way, fellas.
You lied.
Remember that time you guys in your little funny show?
Using the facts. The truth.
You were spreading propaganda.
You're burning for that one. No, I'll go with science. I mean, whatever works for you as an individual, I think is where you...
And I'm always like...
Pick your hit.
You know, I'm not religious by any ways, but it's okay to have faith. Have faith in something. Like,
yeah, I think so.
I think so. Like, even if it's faith in yourself, self-confidence, whatever it may be. Like, just have some sort of good faith, like if it makes you happy to believe in it and whatever, like do it.
Yeah, definitely do that. Who is it? Who said it? Was it Bill or Ted? Or was it both? Be excellent to one another?
It was both.
Was it both?
It was both.
There you go, man. That's the way it should
Yeah,
be.
dude. Yeah, Bill and Ted says it best.
If everybody could have a little more Bill and Ted in their lives, I think
it'd be all right.
we can make this shit work.
Yeah, seriously. People need to, like, I don't know. I can't express this enough. Be nicer to one another. Just stop. Stop. Like, people's opinions are, like, literally breaking up families and stuff because he doesn't think this way. Big deal. Everybody has an opinion.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
What about when you see open to the public fights because of people that support different political parties in, like, the same family or whatever? Isn't that?
It's horrible.
That's silly.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad. Like, and these people go to far lengths to, like, you know what I mean? Like, they go to some excessive lengths to, like, hurt one another, man.
Oh, I know all about it.
Yeah, over opinions.
Yeah. So, I think... Should we even be saying that, I think? Isn't that opinion related?
Whatever. They can all have one. We can have one too, right? It's my turn, damn it.
You guys didn't use the facts. You're burning for sure. No, I think we can, we're going to pull it to a close there.
Yeah. So, once again, one final time. Bill, Ted, be excellent to one another.
Or, yeah, be excellent. Is that what I said?
Yeah, that's what you said.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it worked. Yeah, you said it. Yeah.
Did that movie get postponed?
I don't know. I'll find out tonight because we're going.
Yeah, I gotta see it, man.
No,
I've been hoping ever since I saw the second one.
Yeah, The Bogus Journey.
Yeah, ever since I saw that, I've been hoping they'd make another one.
Yeah, man, and Death's coming back in the third one, and it's gonna roll. I'm just gonna miss Rufus.
Yeah, like I hope they
CGI him.
Not CGI, because that'll look a little hokey.
Well, did you see what they did with like Carrie Fisher and stuff in Rogue One?
Right.
Like
yeah.
how they made her look all young and stuff. I don't know. I think that stuff's kind of cool.
Yeah, but then you see what they did with Paul Walker in the Fast and the Furious. Like
I didn't see that. Is it bad?
It's kind of like they use a multitude of techniques. Like if you take his two brothers and use the top half of one's face and the bottom half of the other, you can make his face. And they recorded that, and then they did it. They had digital scans of him. And they overlaid it, and his one brother had the body type of him where the other one didn't. They combined a multitude of technologies to do it, but there's just still the uncanny valley of like video games and that.
Yeah.
And video games are basically CGI.
Oh, absolutely.
Computer generated images.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's that whole uncanny valley that they just haven't crossed yet with video games and CGI of where there's just life missing. From, you know what I mean,
yeah.
From it. And you can tell something's off. Like, even if you didn't know who Paul Walker was.
Right.
And you were watching that movie, and that's the first one you saw.
You could just...
And you were asked your opinion about over the whole movie, and they asked a couple direct questions about certain scenes. You'd probably have something to say about a few of the scenes that were the CGI compared to the ones that he'd actually shot as him.
As him. Gotcha.
Yeah. Because he died partway through shooting.
Right.
Yeah, it's just, there's something hokey about it. But, I mean, Star Wars, I thought it was okay. But, yeah hopefully they bring Rufus in, or at least explain why
he isn't there. Yeah.
But I've been hoping for that movie for years.
I know. We're going.
The fact that it's like, what, almost 30 years later?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they haven't done shit.
Nothing.
That's what I'm saying. We could be the Bill and Ted podcast.
I know, man. It'd be the Bill and Ted of Phillipsburg.
Haven't done shit. 30 years later.
There we are.
All right. He said it. Be excellent to one another.
Till next time.